T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, everybody, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the new, revamped, refreshed, that's probably a better word, live from the cheap seats? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Rick Hughes. I am your host, and we are going to have fun tonight. We will have the merry band of miscreants showing up. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, some new little segments, new little structure to the show, and some of the same old fun you guys are used to. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. What we're going to do, we're going to kick things off here with a brand new thing. This is how we're going to start every show from this point forward. It's going to be a little way to, it's a way to sort of set the stage for what we're going to do each night. It's called The Thing Is. All right, guys. So the Bucs report came out. The thing is this: the Bucs report came out with an article today about AB and about what if he does not reply or does not resign. What's going to happen if he does not resign? And I'm not even really wanting to talk about the article itself. I believe that was written by Joshua Cole Allen. I'm not even really wanting to talk about the article itself. I'm wanting to talk about the responses that came afterwards. The responses afterwards were there were some crazy ones. And I just want to kind of talk about it a little bit. Look, everybody who says, oh, we don't need AB. You don't need AB at all. AB is irrelevant. He's not irrelevant, okay? It's not that there's no loss. All right, because he's not the most important doesn't mean he's not important. And everybody who says AB not a big deal, Scotty Miller can replace him. Scotty Miller is a deep ball receiver. That's what Scotty Miller is. AB is everything. He is complete. He's a possession receiver. If you lose your one or your two to injury, he can step into either one of those positions. He is a complete receiver. He's got great hands. He's physical. He's a great route runner. AB is complete. So to say that there's no loss, that's just not accurate. It's just not correct. And if you notice, as the year went along, he became more and more and more important to this team. Remember how the offense struggled at the beginning? And remember how AB was becoming more and more productive. There is value to him. Now, is it the end of the end of everything if they don't re-sign him? No. And I don't know if you saw on social media today, but AB responded on social media. Someone directly asked him the question about whether or not he's coming back to Tampa. And he had a very, very direct response. This is the quote: "Me and playoff Lenny are going to work things out. All right. Are going to work this out. Okay. Me and playoff Lenny are going to work this out." So look, that doesn't mean he's going to come back. It's still, there's still a little bit cryptic. It's not a commitment to something. It's him telling you where his mindset is. He wants to come back. Fournette wants to come back. It's a matter of working things out. Nobody seems like they're in a panic or rush, and that's fine. And usually free agency comes in waves, and right now everything is sort of settled down, and the second wave will be coming along. But what we all need to understand is that AB, when we say AB is not important or is not as important, it doesn't mean that he's not important at all. He is. AB is important. And, it's something we want to have back. It's more than just a casual nice to have. He became kind of critical by the end of the year. And how many times did you see him drop into his knees with his hands up in the air screaming after a touchdown? We needed those touchdowns. So AB is very, very important to this team. So I just wanted to touch on that, set the stage what the thing is. And we will be able to talk about that with all of you. It's going to be fun. We've got all kinds of new segments. We've got a segment called Revealing Canada that's coming up. Stupid stuff Bucs fans say will be back. We've got a segment called "And Then There's This." We got we got litter box talk because the foul mouth producer is right here sitting next to me, ready to go. He's ready for his segment. All right, we have a lot coming. Ginger, CJ, Eugene, I see all of you. Ben, I see all of you guys tonight. Misador, Taylor Allen, everybody, I see you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Please comment. Please say hello. Those comments mean a lot to us. Hey, Teresa, those comments mean a lot to us. When you make comments, when you hit the share button, everybody please hit the share button. That stuff really impacts this show. So I need you guys to do that. It's very, very important. Now let's add a couple of miscreants to get this thing kicked off. Hey guys, how we doing?
Hello.
What's up?
Hey man, Matt from Oklahoma City and Johnny Dean, the professor. Guys, how are you doing today?
Got going here.
I don't know what Johnny Dean. That's his inmate number. That's Johnny's inmate number. I'm not sure what that is. Johnny, what is that number? Twitter? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for all of you Twitter folks. Yep, Twitter folks.
Okay.
Okay. Guys, what did you guys think about what I said about AB? How do you guys feel about AB? Is he important? Is he not important? Is he irrelevant? Is he a passing fancy? What's the deal with AB? Let me start with you, Matt.
Well, I saw those articles today, and I agree with you that my opinion has been and will still be, we can get rid of Fournette, but we need AB. And
okay.
That's how I've thought of it since the end of the Super Bowl. I thought he was coming back for a year or two, and then we'll see what happens. But if people think that he's inconsequential because we've got O.J. Howard and we've got Godwin and Goodwin and whatever, we have those guys, but he brings a different thing to the table. It's kind of like what you were talking about. There is a joy that he gets from doing his job when he's doing it well.
when he's on his meds.
Yeah. And I think that people don't realize what we got there. That's one of the premium caliber wide receivers that the NFL has ever seen, right up there with Randy Moss. And if you just let him go because you don't want to pay him or whatever, he's too much of a headache. I don't think that's the case. I think AB wants to hold him and keep him here for a long term. And I hope that happens.
Yeah, I think people forgot that. I think people have forgotten just how good he is, and how important he is to the team. Johnny, what do you think?
I think I kind of wanted to be a smart butt and take the fan side and say we got to have AB back or the team's going to fall. But I ain't going to do that, man.
What do you mean? Tell me what you mean.
I do think AB's coming back. I really honestly think they're both coming back because, all right, Fournette, everybody thinks they're going to just replace him with James White. But right now there's a bidding war for James White, man. There's 5 other teams out there bidding for James White, man.
Right.
And a couple of those teams like Pittsburgh and stuff have that elite status,
Yeah.
that people just don't turn them down,
Right.
I know we're in elite status also right now, and we have Tom Brady, and everybody just assumes that that's going to instantly bring him here, but it doesn't really work that way all the time, man.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Let me bring our Canadian miscreant in here and the dude. Let's bring the dude in here. Mike, how you doing tonight, brother?
What's going on, boys? What's going on?
Hey. And dude, how are you?
Gentlemen, real quick, a little bit of non-Buccaneer breaking news.
Hold on.
Don't.
Breaking news from the dude. Okay, go ahead.
It is somewhat affiliated with the Buccaneers in like a 7 degrees of separation. But according to Mike Garafalo, or Garafalo, depending on what part of the country you're from, wide receiver Deshaun Jackson will be signing with the Los Angeles Rams.
Who?
Deshaun Jackson, the dude from Philly, the former Buccaneer.
Who said who?
Me.
So hopefully
he's signing with who?
The Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's what bench he's going to sit on. I mean, when was the last time he was relevant? I don't know.
Hey, I'll just say this. Deshaun, just like in Tampa, there's palm trees in Los Angeles to wrap your car around. Hope you got your buddies to come.
They're bigger in California, too.
Yeah, I think the last time he was relevant was in the movie Silver Linings Playbook. They talked about him in the movie Silver Linings Playbook. I mean, it's been a while for that guy.
He didn't do much last year, that's for sure.
No, or the year before when he was with Tampa. I mean, he's kind of
his career's over.
Yeah, there's a guy making millions on reputation. That's exactly what's happening.
So what we're saying is the Rams have become the Tampa Bay Bucs at Calvin Harper, right?
Well, everybody's trying. It feels like everybody's just like the thing is, and I said this before, and dude, you and I talked about this kind of extensively. You can't duplicate what the Bucs did, and teams are trying to. And
you need Tom Brady.
Right, that's what I mean. It's an impossible thing to do, and it's like they how many times have we heard the old cliche? It's a copycat league, but you can't copy this. I mean, it's kind of a one-off stroke of lightning craziness. I mean, it's and as a fan, it's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, don't you just feel when people talk about football or when you're around football fans, how do you feel?
Kind of got your chest out.
Yeah.
That feels really powerful.
I mean, there's a feeling that there's just this, you're in the middle of a group of fans that are all talking, and they're all, before they know who you are. I love the fact I was at work, and one of the customers came in it was like one of the few people I've ever seen wearing a Carolina Panthers, wearing Panthers gear. And the guy came in and he was talking proud about the Panthers and what they're becoming. And there's reason for that. There's reason for that. They're for what they're becoming. There's a point of they're starting to build, and they're getting, they have a decent future in front of them. They're probably, look, if the Bucs didn't have everything that happened last year, they'd probably be in fighting for the division this year. So, I get it that there's a pride and they feel like there's maybe a hope, and maybe they'll get Deshaun Watson. They're hoping, blah blah blah. But as he's bragging, he goes, "Who's your team?" And I'm like, well, and I pulled out my keys, my car keys that I have, and it's this big, giant Tampa Bay Buccaneer car key, like this oversized Flintstones-looking car key with a Bucs logo. And he looked up at me, and I said, "My whole life." And I said, I hear you. I don't blame you for being excited about the Panthers. And I just kind of shrugged. And he had nothing to say.
Did you close that deal? Or did you
Well,
piss
he
him
wasn't
off?
my customer. He actually was not my customer. He was one of the other salespeople's customer. So it was kind of funny though, because there is that feeling of, and like I played the little sound drop there. It's a powerful feeling of somebody starts trash talking you. You've got the ultimate, I'm about to shove this down your throat and you have no idea it's
The
coming.
ultimate comeback.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to just sit there with that feeling. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah. How'd your team do this year? Yeah, we got the greatest player ever, and we won the Super Bowl at home. You know? It's kind of fun. And it's always beautiful just to add that little at home. You know?
You should ask him.
I haven't even used that one yet this year.
Yeah. What'd you say, dude?
You should have asked him when's the next time Carolina's going to host the Super Bowl.
Yeah, not in that stadium. Let me tell you, the color Carolina blue, they all love Carolina blue here, but you drive by that stadium and it hurts your eyes. The seats on the inside hurt your eyes. You can see them when you're like driving past the end zone. It's like kind of like you can look into Raymond James. Same feeling, but it literally is like, I mean, it's searing that color.
Last time I drove by that stadium, I thought they were doing a gender reveal.
Yeah. it's shocking the color blue that it is. I mean, it really is. It's like, and there's so much of it. Like they didn't mix in darker seats. They didn't mix anything else in. It's just like this. It's like somebody is shining blue lasers into your eyes. It's pretty crazy.
Well, that's the glitter kitties for you.
Yeah, I mean it's brutal.
Well, have you been to North Carolina, the college, university?
I live. I work. I could throw a rock and hit UNC Charlotte.
I've been there.
My point is that Carolina blue is because of them and Duke, right?
No, I understand that. Carolina blue is the state color.
Hey, speaking of the UNC Tar Heels, let me scroll through my NCAA bracket. Oh, that's.
I don't believe the dude has a bracket.
There's no Duke. Oh, wait. No Kentucky. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
It's
guess.
crazy. All of it. I just keep getting. I've not followed college basketball at all. Not at all. Going back to last year, and it's funny because I'll get like a notification on my phone, and I look down, and it's like, oh my god, number 8 beat number 1, and I'm like, who? What? Who beat what and who? What? It takes me a second because it's never been that way. It's because of COVID. It's just changed. I just haven't watched college basketball.
That one team didn't even get to play. They went COVID positive and had to fall.
Yep.
That's got to suck if you're a senior.
Yeah.
You to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's welcome to. If you think that's bad, think of all the people out of work. Think of all the people. I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean that really is minor. They're missing some memories. I get you.
The good thing about seeing the NCAA tournament this year was last year that was the first major event that was canceled because of COVID.
Yes,
right.
It was.
So this at least shows some progress in moving past this whole thing we've been dealing with.
Yeah, and NASCAR had 20,000 people in the stands today for the Atlanta
Coca-Cola
race.
And I watched it up until there were 35 laps left. I don't even know who won.
How many, Matt?
No, it wasn't who was winning all the time. I can't remember the guy's name. Kyle something or other. Kyle Larson, I think.
Oh, Kyle Larson won. There you go.
Hey,
I love NASCAR.
How many people were there?
20,000?
So there was like 3-4 teeth?
Oh, dude. Man, that ain't right.
Look at Mike. By the way, look at Mike DeRoche. Mike DeRoche is glowing tonight. Something must make him really happy. He's got to be happy that there's a segment.
There's an angel above me.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, you got to be happy there's a segment about Canada tonight because, that's coming up. We will have that for you. I think you're going to be happy about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited about we got a lot going on, and I got to thank Dude for the brainstorming sessions and throwing ideas at me that are not just look. I'll be honest with you guys. Some people throw. All right, look. I've done this for a long time. I've been in this industry for a long time. All right, not streaming, obviously, but television and all of that. I've been in this for a very long time, and a lot of people. I'm used to people throwing ideas at me, and you can tell there are people who it's like, oh, how long is this conversation going to go? Because they're saying things that they just don't. They don't understand. It's not their fault. They don't get it. But I wouldn't go up to my doctor and give him ideas on maybe how to accomplish better, right? But I will tell you that the ideas that dude has come up with, he's come up with some gold, and it's been fantastic. And he gives me Johnny came up with the quiz game last night. Dude has come up with some things that we got going here, and it's a whole lot of fun.
I like the intro.
You what?
I like the intro.
Oh, you like the new intro? Thank you.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Anyway, dude, what do you think about AB?
I think that he was. People are underappreciating what he did bring to the team the second half of the season.
Yeah.
I'll also point out, like Rick said, Scotty Miller is Scotty Miller, and there's nothing against Scotty Miller. He's still young, but right now, like Rick said, he's basically the fly route guy.
Right.
To stretch the defense. I've seen, and we've all seen Scotty Miller go across the middle and cringe before the ball gets there because he knows he's going to get wiped out. And Antonio Brown, before he had his little episode, was on pace to be the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game statistically.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but then he went sideways and dyed his mustache and started throwing stuff at the women people. And kudos to Tom Brady for being an actual friend and getting him back on the right path, getting him a job with the Buccaneers, keeping his eye on him, moving into his house, giving him a part of his house, bringing him in his home. I know Antonio Brown likes, to be shown respect, and in this business, the size of your contract is one of the main ways you get respect. But I also think Antonio Brown and Tom Brady's relationship is a lot more solid and strong than any of us can actually wrap our heads around.
Yeah, I think that's probably
it must be
true.
If he let him come in his house with his kids and whatever.
Yeah,
with
all those charges being made against him and how he's, sexual predator kind of thing. I don't know if I'd want that in my house unless I knew better. So he must have had a pretty good impression.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there's obviously it's a big house, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I think for I talked about this last night. Right now, I don't even want to really get into any of those accusations or any of that because that's a powder keg that is there's no way to win that discussion at this point. Let the legal system do what it's going to do, and we'll figure it all out. Right. Let's wait until more information comes out. But right now, I know this. Tom Brady, who seems to make some pretty freaking smart decisions, feels like he wants AB there, wanted AB there, is willing to let him come into his home. And I heard Brady flat out say, impact people's lives. He wants to impact people's lives. That's a big deal.
I agree with you.
So
what's your thought on AB, Rick?
My thought on AB, I talked about it in the thing is that at the beginning of the show. My thought is that I think he's important. I don't think it's critical. Like, I don't think we miss the Super Bowl if he doesn't sign, but I think it's a much easier path if we have it.
So if we lose him, you won't go hang yourself?
No. Come on now.
No, I think Sue is more important, but I do think AB is important.
That was a joke.
Yeah, no, I just think it's not that it's important. It's just not. I want Sue first. I want AB second, and Fournette after that. But I really would. I mean, and did you guys hear? I don't know if you heard what AB put on social media today. The exact quote: "Me and Playoff Lenny are going to work this out."
Yeah,
so,
what does that mean exactly?
What does it mean? It sure sounds like it means they're going to work it out and come. That was in response to the question: "Are you coming back to Tampa?"
Right.
So
the first time.
So what I'm missing the fact that he didn't mention me, Sue, and Lenny are working this out.
I don't know that he's buddies with Sue. I mean, they're both on offense. They probably don't talk all that often. I think Sue is probably busy with his wife. Sue's kind of always off doing his thing. I don't get the feeling Sue is one of those
team guys
hang out with the team after the season. I think when he's there, he's 100% committed. He's a great ball player. He does everything he needs to do. There's nothing critical. I'm not being critical of him at all when I say this. I'm saying I just get the feeling the kind of cat Sue is he does his thing. No offense there about the cat. Anyway, I think he's a different he's a different kind of beast.
Well, he can do what he wants as long as he's there.
Exactly. Yeah, let him do his thing. And speaking of, let's go ahead and let's kick this off and let's give him let's go ahead and play the first in the new updated season. Let's get Litterbox talk.
Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? We're back. Happy 2021. I am so excited. I am jacked up. I am more wired than a crackhead drinking Red Bull in an internet coffee house. I couldn't be more excited. We're going to go back. We got the band back together. We've got the boys are back. This is going to be an epic season. So come on and join us. Hit the share button or the like button. Please interact. I'd rather talk to you than this motherfucking host. So please, let's go. 2021. Let's do it again, boys. Let's do it again. Yeah. Woo! It's like a fine catnip. Something you'll never forget. All right, let's binge on this season. And let's enjoy it all. Welcome one more time to the brand new Live from the Cheap Seats. Woo! Yeah! Go Bucs!
Wow.
All right, he's back.
Right out of the gates. Hey, mother.
Yeah, he's back.
Just could say hi, guys. How are you tonight? Hey, mother.
Yep. He's the foul mouth producer, you know? What are you going to do?
He's got me liking cats.
Yeah, I can't control him.
I
can't control him. He is what he is. But
what do you say? He was jacked up more than on drinking Red Bull at an internet coffee.
Yeah, crackhead drinking Red Bull at an internet coffee house. So yeah, he's anyway. Wow, he's more wired. That's what it was. More wired than yeah.
I had bad parents.
What's that?
A cat had bad parenting.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Only around for about
I can tell you that for a fact. The cat had bad parenting. Well, let's not make any mistakes about that.
Dad never came home, and Mom dumped him out at about 9 weeks and said, "You can't come around here no more."
Yeah, get the heck out of here. Yeah, grew up on the streets, but hey, he's accomplished.
Like
how many other cats do you know that are producers? So
and swear like that.
So anyway, yeah, he is what he is.
Something else.
Well, anyway, so back to AB, and not just AB, Sue. I think the fact that we're not hearing about Sue. Oh wow! By the way, LaMelo Ball fractured his wrist and is out for the rest of the season. I guess
That's tragic.
Yeah. Anyway, I just saw that come across the wire. Look. The fact that there's not a lot of news about any of these guys is wonderful because that means not everybody's screaming for them. You're not hearing any talk about these guys. I think most teams are going, crap, the Bucs are re-signing everybody. I really think that's what's happening. I think that there's not even a really hard push for these players. I think the Bucs have probably contacted them and said, look, go find out what you're going to get somewhere. Let's see what we can do. Let's work it out. Give us, basically give us a shot. Go do what you got to do.
First refusal.
Kind of. And I think they're, the guys are like, okay, let's see let's see what's out there. I don't think they're finding much out there. The next wave of free agency is coming. And one thing people don't realize about free agency, and I want everybody to think about this. This is kind of important. I want everybody to think about this. All right. Free agency is a little bit different. It's going to change. Okay. There's going to be another wave where you're building depth with free agency. But guys, there's a draft coming. You remember cut down year last year? It was the first day I went live on Bucs Report. I went live and had never done this before. I'd never anything. Went live and it was chaos. It was complete chaos on cut day. I don't know if you guys remember what that was like on cut day, but it was huge. It was big, and that's coming again. All these other teams are going to be cutting players. Think about that. All right, they're going to be cutting players. There's a whole bunch of people who are yet to become free agents. So everybody, that's why I think there's patience that's happening in the free agency market. Is I think people are saying, you don't know who's coming still. So what do you want to do? You want to go sign somebody now? Imagine you go out and you sign somebody, and then the team that drafts, I don't care, name a Najee Harris, cuts their running back. All of a sudden you got a running back who's been doing great. Who's boom, he's on the free agent market to save salary. Oh crap!
There's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, we could have signed him. We could have gotten that guy. So you don't want to jump too early right now. So now you're seeing the lull in free agency. You're seeing that happen for a reason. It's because, guys, there are going to be a lot more free agents than what you see right now. And do you want to sign an Ndamukong Suh who's how old?
30.
Anybody know?
34?
Yeah.
35, 34 years old.
Okay, do you want to sign him and have him try and learn your system and go through all of that and get acclimated to your city and blah, blah, blah? Probably not. Probably not. Whose phone keeps going off?
Sorry, that's my phone. Sorry. Rick.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Mine went off when I shared the link to my kids.
I keep looking at my phone.
I put it on silent, but it still dings. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that free agency is we're nowhere near that being over with. So for everybody who's panicking about Sue and AB and Fournette, no news is good news.
Really panicking about anybody right now.
Well,
really? People that are saying
listen, Sue is ranked 64th best available free agent right now. So his money, whatever money anybody offers him, is going to be the same that the Bucs are going to offer him.
No, I agree, and that's what I mean is that when I look at it, and there's more coming, more free agents coming. So you don't want to bring in a Sue. I mean, basically, I don't want to lose Sue. I think Sue is important. I think Sue is important to the Bucs because
Sue is extremely important, man.
Yeah, but I don't know that he would be. Yeah, I don't know that he would be important anywhere else. Like I said, going at his age, going to another defense, learning the team, getting acclimated. Who does he have around him? This is a perfect fit for that guy. It's a perfect fit. And that's what's fun about all these players. And Jason Light, God bless you, Jason Light. You put together a freaking amazing team where it's not just a gathering of names, it's pieces that fit. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen that happen before like this. I don't know how you could have a puzzle like come together like it has. Like we watched it happen last year. And it's phenomenal. And how you can go from the effing disaster of running 5 times in one game to ending up winning the Super Bowl. Wow. And I put that directly on the shoulders of Tom Brady.
Stars all aligned, Rick.
Yes. Yes, they did.
You keep bringing up that 5 offensive run.
Because that's huge.
One was a kneel down. I just can't grasp that.
No, I can't either. I can't. That's what I'm telling you. I don't understand how to process that in my head. I still don't know how to put that together. And I wonder from you guys, everybody out here watching, those of you who never comment, I want to hear from you. Comment and tell me, what do you think about the how the team changed as the year went along? How the team grew, but how the play calling changed. What happened there? Because you talk about a radical difference in play calling to go from where you're calling they five runs in a game and almost no motion to by the time the Super Bowl came around. Holy crap. I will tell you this. There's one person that I know and I've listened to a lot of people. Okay. I listen to you guys here. I listen to people on TV. I listen to the radio. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to information. There's one person who got this right. Johnny Dean, the professor. No, Johnny Dean, the professor, said when the playoffs come, it's going to be a completely different ball game. And he was right.
Johnny, you're amazing.
Yeah, Johnny, you nailed that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's one team that happened.
Trust me, it doesn't happen often, and I'm not gonna. I promise you guys, I will not agree with him often. Okay. I mean, I know I've just
been agreeing way too much, Rick.
I know. Yes, I know. We've been agreeing a lot.
Gentlemen, my see his photo? It's Einstein.
What? What's that?
You see his photo? It's Einstein.
Yeah, he went back to that. I know, but oh my gosh, it's just horrifying to think that I'm agreeing with Johnny. I've got to be wrong. I mean, no, but no. I mean, I think I see it kind of eye to eye with Johnny. Hey guys, let's break out something we are all familiar with. Okay, everybody here, I believe, is familiar with this segment. Let's have some fun.
Stupid Bucs fans say.
All right, guys. There are only 5, but they brought it. Here we go. I don't care who we sign. I just don't want to sign any former Patriots. It's bad enough for this group signed over 10,000 of them. Now let me unpack this from a couple different directions. First of all, if you are the person who is in charge of Tampa Bay Bucs fans and all of a sudden you get 10,000 people signing up for the group, why are you bitching?
Yeah, look at the response down there.
Yeah, it's bad that the Bucs got 10,000 more fans this year just from signings. Yeah, I know that. That's why I left that on there. It was like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, people complaining and saying, oh, they're Patriots fans who are coming here. Welcome aboard. You know, I understand. Now I understand why you like Tom Brady. I didn't get it before. I get it now. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now Tampa Bay Bucs re-signed kicker Ryan Suckup. Now you might think that's what I've got that on here for, but I don't think that's stupid at all. But look at the bottom.
The pictures were
Amy Johnson, best move Light ever made.
Yep.
No.
I think Ray Kennedy would argue with you about that one.
He signed Tom Brady. That was pretty good.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But that Brady thing, that greatest player in the history of the game, that might have been a little more important than re-signing your kicker. I wanted him back. I'm glad we got him back. It's important that we got him back. But the best move Jason Light ever made?
That's
really?
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Jay Morris says, imagine a D-line with Sue, Vita Vea, and McCoy.
Oh, good God.
First of all, that's like saying, imagine, what if we could have both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and Deshaun Watson on the field at the same time? We got to get them. It makes no sense.
Are you calling Sue Deshaun Watson?
No, I'm saying the positions don't fit. Okay, you can't start them all. All right, you can't. It's stupid. Let's move on. That's just a dumb comment all around. All right, the Bucs should look at Mitchell Trubisky to give Tom some competition for the starting game.
Boomerang 12. I will remember that one.
Wow. Wow.
This is ridiculous.
That came off the Bleacher Report.
Yeah, that's just
This is ridiculous.
that's just flat out stupid. I mean, there's yes. Yeah, there's not a word for it. It's just ugh. First of all, Mitchell Trubisky wasn't good enough to stay with the Bears. Andy Dalton beat him out. Okay? Now, if Andy Dalton beat him out, he's going to come to the Bucs and compete with Tom Brady.
First of all, I think Mitch Trubisky's already signed somewhere as a backup.
Yeah. Okay. John Caputo says, I know he's 32, but what do y'all think about reworking the defense and picking up Richard Sherman? Why do you want to rework the defense? Why do you want? All right, I'm trying to stay calm on this one.
This one is a case
I'm trying. You effing moron! Okay, sorry. Look.
That's how I felt when I saw that.
Oh my
Gerald McCoy one.
You idiot! Really? You want to rework the defense that held Kansas City to how many touchdowns? Zero in the Super Bowl. They got you to the Super Bowl by the defense won the playoffs.
Jackass.
Now, guess what? The defense got you to the Super Bowl and won you the Super Bowl. Goodness, you are the winner of
Stupid Bucs fans say.
Holy cow!
Worst comment all year.
No,
that
it's the worst comment of the show.
Inside that one too that are really wow.
Yeah, no, there's so many. There's so much about that. There's so much about that that's like, oh my god. Let's rework the defense for a 32-year-old.
Secondary.
Yeah. No. How about no? No is a great idea. I like no.
How about no?
Yeah. How about no? No sounds good. I think that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. That's just absolutely amazing. Hey guys, we got a quick commercial break. We're going to be back here. You guys don't want to leave. You don't want to leave.
Hey, welcome to Arians and Light. I'm Bruce Arians. We're here 24 hours a day for all your free agent needs. Are you an unsigned NFL veteran? Are you just one ring short of a Hall of Fame career? Well, come on down to Arians and Light. We're the home of quality, certified, slightly used players. Are you tired of playing in the cold of New England, Green Bay, Denver? Ready to leave the Big Apple for sunshine and palm trees? Or we're ready to offer great terms on a multi-year deal. Just call 1-800-VOID-YEARS. You're pre-approved. Just come on down. Everybody signs. Come on down to Arians and Light here in wonderful Tampa Bay.
I think them were some pretty stupid remarks, but nobody this year has beat Brian Pearson. He deserves an award.
Oh, hold on. Let me get back over here. Hold on. What did Brian say?
No, I'm
you're just saying in general. I thought Brian was back.
General,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's got at least 5 comments that could top anything we put up.
No, he had some. Yeah. But he's a Saints fan. I have low expectations.
I think he's a closet Bucs fan that just wants to troll.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe.
Who's that?
Brian Pearson. Oh. But I don't know. I mean, I'm. This is funny. Bevev, how you doing? Long time. Yeah, I'd rather give Jameis. Oh my gosh, no.
Misador has the perfect comment there.
Where
JW3 has as many Super Bowl touchdown passes as Mahomes this season.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Hey, Olga, how you doing? Jimmy Hicks? How you guys doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the comments. Thanks for being a part of this of the shenanigans. Thanks for being a miscreant, Eugene Thomas. And Andrew from North Sports Dynasty. Come on, Andrew, get in here. We need you in here. We got a segment coming that you need to be a part of, brother.
Hey, it's all about me, Rick.
Well, it kind of is, but I'm trying to take the heat off.
He's working on his monster drink before he can come on live.
Yeah,
Tim, I said Brian Pearson and Tim popped up. It's like Josh Rosen thing.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen.
Oh man.
Hooked on phonics.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I am, man, guys, this is Teresa, by the way, hold on. Teresa just said they need to earn the miscreant title. Teresa, if you're here, you're a miscreant. Okay? All of you are miscreants. Come on now. It's like being Bucs fans where everybody are trying to lay it on the table and measure it. Stop it.
We're the originals.
Well, you guys are certainly the head miscreants. There's no doubt about that. You're the head miscreants in charge.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Wow. Just relax. Just relax, Mike.
You are acting so weird and immature.
Just relax. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I couldn't find a sound drop with the word petulant, or I would have played it for you. But but yeah, we got you guys. You know what? Let's just get it over with now, and then we'll get on to the weirdness. You guys want to go ahead and get into and since Andrew doesn't seem to be coming here, I don't know where he is. Hold on, maybe, dude, do you have any info on where Andrew is?
I heard you say it was time to put it on the table and measure it, so I'm here.
Yeah, you must have brought the measuring tape because you're not wanting to compete, right?
I don't need to compete. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
He just wants to see if it's still there.
Hey, can we go to YouTube and pull up the comment from Troy Palomalamalu that says Sean Murphy Bunting is trash, and then we can all put him under stupid Bucs fans say.
Who said that?
This one, Troy Paul. He just comes on and trolls. That's what he does. He's a troll. Yeah, I usually ignore him because he's a troll. But
I would lay the mortgage that the damn next Pro Bowl, Sean Murphy Bunting gets voted in.
And I think it's funny. It's also Bunting. But that's okay. If you're not a fan, what do you think's coming?
Maybe his hair got in the way of his fingers. He couldn't spell.
Yeah.
and hashtagging your name with Trojan Legend makes me. I've got all kinds of stuff for that guy.
Back to the man. Yeah, there are so many things we can say about that guy.
Your comment needs a rubber. Okay.
Yeah. Please don't let that spread. I mean, it's please don't let that spread. I mean, that's the kind of thing you look at and you like, let's rub a salve on it. But
hey, Troy. Yes, the Sports Web is one of our favorite shows too. Peter H. Blake does a great job. I will address your next comment. Sports Web till I die, the best show in Tampa. Absolutely, we appreciate the shout out.
Absolutely, thank you.
But I'm still waiting for you to die.
Sean Mispelli. That's a unique name.
Troy, my cholesterol is just fine, but you know what's not fine? You ripping off the name of an actual NFL player, you chode.
Chode, that's new.
No, chode is not new.
Hey, we can do this all night, bro.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, bring it. I mean, this is these guys are easy pickings, though. I mean, they've become.
Somebody is trying to take Mike's title.
Yeah, Mike's.
Oh,
what do you mean?
The guy
Brian.
Cajun Brian. Yeah,
Brian. Yeah, it's probably Brian dressed up in Pittsburgh stuff.
He's writing too well.
Brian with a mop on his head. Yeah,
Troy, that's what it is. Brian. Yeah, he's Brian. Just he's doing what he's got to do. It's a listen. When you don't get hugged a lot by mom, you go on the internet, especially if you're a Pittsburgh fan. You go on the internet for other team shows and try to get some attention because that's how you're going to feel attended to. And
hey, here's a fun fact for
happening by the ladies. Go ahead.
Here's a fun fact for the Palomalu guy who must be a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Buccaneers are one of only two teams to have 2 Super Bowls since 2000?
How many?
2. So, hey, Troy, go get some conditioner and do something with it besides put it on your hair, bro.
Well, that's why he's got the. That's why he's a Trojan legend.
Well,
That
he
is
is putting it out on the
he's
table.
a Trojan legend. So yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry. Go
Absolutely.
ahead. I see the comments and I'm like, hey, you told me to come on and put it on the table and measure it. Well, here we are.
Do you want to stay here for the next segment?
I want Andrew Faubert. Andrew Faubert.
I know.
Andrew.
Andrew.
I know. I tried. I want Andrew Faubert on
Mike,
here also.
fire off a flare, man. Maybe he'll see it from your neighborhood.
He came on. He made a comment and he left.
Is there some kind of
Troy Polamalu says, "I'm your probation officer." Oh, awesome! How you doing, man?
Hey, you know what's really funny about that? No, you're not, because we're not on probation. You
I know,
dumbass.
Hey, listen, it's important to him.
If that's your troll game, bro,
that's his troll game. That's it, man.
Man.
I know. That's what he's got. That's what he's got. He's now emptied the pockets. So
is there like a bat signal version that's Canadian?
Yeah, it's a big maple.
A giant maple leaf. Yeah, a giant maple leaf shined up in the.
Or some kind of leaf up in the air for Faubert.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Bevev. Thank you, Bevev. Troy, take a real bath, you fraud. Please. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, guys. I mean, all right. I think we've lost Andrew Faubert. And
I just resent the thing to him. So
okay. Yeah, I don't know. He was here, then he left. So I don't know. He didn't even come on. Didn't even go to the lobby. And right after he commented, I sent up.
Wait, watch the Polamalu account be his burner account.
He's signing off right now so that he can come back on. Would that shock any of you? I mean,
I would applaud him for that.
I would too, and I'm not sure he could spell Polamalu. So,
Mike. Okay, I'm gonna. What does your tag set mean, dude?
My tag?
Please don't go 81 and
Come on,
28.
Johnny,
what do you
think
mean,
about that.
Johnny?
81 and 28.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not as sharp as tool in the shed tonight.
Wow.
But a tool you are.
That's true.
Maybe I'm not the sharpest tool, but I am a tool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing because, he's obviously,
He's not coming to play.
He's busy. He's busy. All right. Here we go, guys. Let's here's the thing. From time to time, all right, I've taken some shots at Canada. We've all taken some shots at Canada. We played around with them, picked on them, given them a hard time. And it's been brought to my attention that, sometimes the big brother picks on the little brother a little too hard sometimes. So we decided we were going to come up with a way where we could sort of give a tribute to our little brother, our fine neighbors. Oh, here we go. Perfect timing.
About time.
Timing. Perfect timing. He's got to get himself all hooked up. Hey, brother.
I just got a chub.
It's a good time.
Perfect time. He made it. Let's let him get himself all wired up. No?
Nothing.
No. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Perfect time. Here's what I was saying, okay? From time to time, it's been brought to my attention that we've done a little too much picking on Canada in this little in this environment. So we decided we would make up for it a little bit by a tribute. We would give a little bit of a tribute to Canada, and I think you guys will like this. Welcome to Revealing Canada. All right, so we're going to talk different facts about Canada. We're going to bring up different places about Canada. We're going to bring up different things about Canada each week to let everybody know what a great place and how special Canada is. Did you guys know that Canada has 20% of the world's fresh water? 20% of the entire world's fresh water. That's amazing. Did you know Canada has the world's longest highway? The Trans-Canadian Highway covers 4,860 miles. Now think about that, guys, because the U.S., if you a bird flying coast to coast, 2,500 miles, this is almost twice the distance on one stretch of road.
That's called the Trans-Canada Highway, number one.
That's what I just said. Thank you for repeating me, just in case they didn't hear me. But he really wants to give it the props and that.
Wow.
So,
Here we go.
So I want to give him credit, and I also want to say there are some wonderful places in Canada. There are some phenomenal places in Canada, and the first one that I want to talk about is a wonderful place in Canada called Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump.
No way.
Okay, that is a real place. This is the sign outside of Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. Okay, now it's actually quite beautiful. It is actually beautiful. Now, Canada decided what they're going to do. What happened is at one point, a bunch of buffalo ran off of this cliff and died. And Canada decided they needed a tribute. You know what else happened here? It's not just Buffalo Jump, it's Head Smashed In, because there was an aboriginal.
Oh my God.
There was an aboriginal fella who got run over and got his head smashed in by one of said buffalo. So they built a site called Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump.
I didn't know this.
And it is absolutely beautiful. It is
Where is
beautiful. It's in Canada. I don't know where. Look it up. Look it up. Dang it, look it up.
Okay.
An hour and a half from me.
And I want you to realize something. They thought this was so important that after the buffalo jumped, they collected.
Oh dear God!
They collected the rotten skulls.
Hey, Rick, stop. Rick.
And put them on display. Yes, sir.
Is this a salute to Canada or a roast?
This is a tribute. Listen, man, you guys put it on display as a point of pride. I'm just sharing it. I am just sharing it. Okay, now Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump Interpretive Center. I'm not sure if that's a dance that they do in tribute to the Buffalo Jump. I don't know what that is, but what they've done in this place is they put together, actually, just like dinosaurs. This is what a buffalo looks like naked, apparently. Okay, they put it on here and say they put it together like we don't know, like you know how they put dinosaur bones together. Because we don't have dinosaurs. I don't know why they put these together because we have actual freaking buffalo. But
maybe they didn't when they started.
They put this together.
Can I make an observation?
Sure.
I live in McLeod, Oklahoma. This place is in McLeod, Alberta, Canada.
Okay.
Fort McLeod. McLeod.
Okay.
That's crazy. So I'm just saying that's giving my town a bad name. We don't.
No, there's not a bad name. There's nothing wrong with this. Look, and the visitor center looks absolutely fabulous. I looked at it.
Hey,
and here's a buffalo with his clothes on.
There you
can
go.
You put the naked buffalo up again?
Okay, sure.
Oh, don't put that porn up there for the dude.
That's the Buffalo Bills after the New England free agent signings this year. Realizing
That's Super Bowl Buffalo Bills.
Now, I want to point out that apparently the dogs know how to spearfish or something. I'm not really sure. And if you think I'm kidding, it's not just one. Nope, this guy too. Okay, and they also apparently had their own pooper scoopers. If you look, it's kind of impressive.
It's a
God.
All right. So, and also apparently on the highlights, apparently dirt is a big thing. Dirt roads are a big thing. I don't know. In Canada, Mike can tell us about.
I'm not liking this one bit.
Okay,
I think it's kind of funny.
And last but not least, from Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump Interpretive Center. And by the way, I have done nothing but tell the truth here. Apparently, the people are really short.
The kids you
I'm not sure. So anyway, that is our first discussion
in our lives
of one of the wonderful, some of the wonderful parts and wonderful we are going to explore Canada in this episode of Revealing Canada.
Okay, I have a couple questions, or maybe statements is a better expression. 20% of the Earth's fresh water, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But none of that resides in Montreal.
Well, but it all. Let me tell you something. If you've ever been to Banff, Banff is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
Banff is actually awesome. I've been to
Yeah.
Is it Calgary or Calgary?
Calgary. It depends on who you're talking to, but I think if you're from there, they call it Calgary.
I call it
Yeah,
horse crap.
They call it what?
Horse crap.
I like Calgary. I enjoyed it when I was there.
The whole thing about the 20% water thing is there's 20% bigger mosquitoes also.
You're not wrong.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here, and I don't want to get Rick in trouble with his work, but Andrew Faubert needs 20% of the Earth's water to fill his aquatic smoking apparatus.
Takes a lot of fresh water to grow all that stuff up there. But
That's why I moved to Alberta. They they said stop taking the fresh stuff and you can just go use all the bogs and marshes.
But yeah, hey, there are absolutely. I want to say this. There are many highlights, many points, many points of interest in Canada. It's a beautiful place. It is wonderful, absolutely. And while we're poking fun at it, it's like a big brother, kind of poking at a little brother. And if you want to know, what the little brother feels like when that happens, just watch Mike DeRoche. But.
We like the northern brother more than we like the southern brother, though, because we don't have to worry about
Hey.
bridge.
Just stop it. Stop it. Don't go there.
I want to know.
Good Lord.
To finish out this segment, which one of our Canadian brethren is going to give us a couple bars of the Canadian national anthem? I mean, that gets me excited.
Come on now.
Well, you know, Andrew can sing that.
Andrew is talented.
But I mean,
Well, you know we're going to lose Mike again. You know we're about to lose Mike again forever.
I'm all ready to pop in a second.
Why we don't sing the national anthem as much up here? For the only thing we really do it for is like our basketball and our hockey games. Whereas
wait! Breaking news! You have basketball?
No, they're playing in Tampa now. But no, so question for you, Andrew. Is this segment really offensive?
Heck no.
Okay, I just want to make sure because Mike's over on the right of my screen getting really offended. So I just want to make sure.
The first thing is you show our buffalo dying. What is that?
Well, the first thing I talked about was 20% of the world's fresh water, and the second thing I talked about was the Trans-Canada Highway. Right?
Sounds like we can talk about our, Stanley Cups in the last 20 years.
I mean,
okay, wait, let's talk about it. Wait, let's talk about it. Ready? Okay, we're done.
Yep.
93, man.
I'm gonna go to loose cannons instead.
Yeah, because I'm sure they won't give you a hard time at all.
I'll say
You got to remember, Sammer hates Canadians, so like we're gonna have a hell of a time.
Yeah,
we at least like Canadians. We just listen. You got to deal with it, man. You got to deal with it. It's we all pick on each other. Suck it up.
I picked on the States way too many times, and then when I started, getting on Twitter and stuff like that, they come in groups, man. Like,
well, I mean, and the
100,000
honest facts. Who in this room, other than Andrew and Mike, who in this room has been to Canada?
Me.
Oh. Okay, one at a time. Matt, have you been there?
No.
Okay. Johnny, you been there?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I loved it, man.
Where'd you go?
I was trying to hitchhike the Canadian highway.
Nice.
That was the most idiotic thing I've ever done in my life.
Wow. Wow.
This is ridiculous.
I just pulled over and offered to buy you a car.
Yeah.
No, this was back in my walking days.
I apologize. They apologize for being apologetic. It's funny.
I'm so sorry you have to hitchhike. Have my car.
Yeah, but now okay. So you really enjoyed you liked Canada. I've been to Canada. Been to Calgary. I've been to Toronto. Sorry, I want to go to Vancouver. I've been to Toronto multiple times. Been to Calgary multiple times, and loved both of them. I mean, absolutely loved both of them. Toronto's freaking awesome. So having said that, dude, you been there?
Yes, I visited Calgary. Let me rephrase that. I was arrested in Calgary.
I can see that.
And
what did you do?
Well, we're not going to say that right now.
That's a.
He was on the Green Mile.
There you go. There's our Americans representing.
But let me just say that their jail cells were literally better than the Motel 6 I currently reside in.
There you go. Thank you for representing America like we, make us proud, show yourself like the real American you are.
I think Paul McCartney got busted for pot up there too.
As soon as you make fun of America for some of the shenanigans over the last several years, all I can say is this: don't forget that mayor of Toronto. So,
hey,
let me see what his brother's doing.
What's he doing?
He's running all of Ontario into the ground.
Wow, there's not a shock. Anyway,
I was arrested with Mr. Ford.
You were?
Hey,
I'm not shocked, but my thing is, I'm not sure if he's joking or not. That's the problem.
Well, he's a Bogart.
He's a Bogart.
My city is the murder capital of Canada.
Your city is what?
My city of Winnipeg is the murder capital of Canada.
Now look at this. Now hold on. Now hold on. Mike's getting Mike's getting mad at me. I gave you facts. I said nothing that was not a fact. Okay, I said 20% of the world's fresh water. I said longest highway. I said there's a place called Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. Okay, I said nothing that was not factual. I even showed you pictures to back it all up. Okay, so come on.
Hey,
so go on. Now you hype in. I sit here and I say, "Oh, I loved Canada." Johnny says, "I loved Canada." Dude got arrested. So, but he said the jail cells were nice in Canada, and you pipe in with my city's the murder capital, and then you're going to get mad at us.
Well, do you think that might have anything to do with you, Mr. DeRoche?
Yeah. No, I don't know if it's causation or correlation, but I can tell you this: look at Mike with that glow on his face right now. Look at him; he's hiding his face, and you wonder.
I love the hat, though.
Hey, we have a Stephen Glasgow sighting on YouTube.
Oh, Stephen Glasgow.
Steven's in Las Vegas.
That's right. How you doing, Stephen? Are you doing well in Las Vegas?
Do you need to borrow one of Troy's condoms?
So I want to point out something. Okay, I want to point out. Why is it that everybody who goes to Vegas or everybody who bets always says they won? I mean, whenever people come back from Vegas, they're always like, "Yeah, man, I won." No, you didn't. You didn't. They're not paying for those lights by you winning. I hear it all the time. Yeah, I know, but I just happen to have good luck or whatever. No, you did not.
When did they tell you they won? But while they're there or after they got out? Because if they got out of Las Vegas, they won.
When they came back.
I was also arrested in Las Vegas.
I thought I saw that episode of Cops.
I still don't know how you did that at the Bunny Ranch.
Next,
you weren't arrested in.
Next Saturday,
yes,
I'm gonna go smash the Buffalo.
Will you?
You do that around here?
I want pictures. I want pictures.
That happens in Brandon, Manitoba.
And it's not called smashing Buffalo. It's head smashed in Buffalo jump. Get it right, buddy. Head smashed in Buffalo jump.
Where's
the Planet of the
I don't know. Google it.
That's how they do the old Aboriginal kind of hunting. Is they run them off a cliff and force them to.
Thank you, Matt. I was going to bring that up earlier, but I figured that would be stupid.
Yeah, one of the guys.
Stupid, but yet it was important to note.
Apparently, it was effective, except for that one guy. That one guy didn't work out so well.
He didn't know when to stop.
Yeah, you got head smashed in. I mean, really, seriously, and they didn't name it Bob's Buffalo Jump. No, they didn't take his name and say it's Bob's Buffalo Jump as a tribute. No, they just said that they might as well have called it "Stupid Dude with Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump."
Hey, whoa! I'm the dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, stupid guy.
Stupid guy who thought he was a dude.
Right, stupid Aboriginal with his head smashed in Buffalo Jump.
I thought your first episode, you out of the gate was something really nice, interesting, funny.
That was nice and interesting. 20% of the world. What are you talking about, man? You're a little sensitive there, buddy.
Do they
You're
sell Aquafina in Canada?
Yeah.
What's
Do they
that?
sell bottled water in Canada?
Who?
Do they sell bottled water? Do they sell bottled water in Canada?
I didn't understand him either, so thank you for the clarification.
Well,
The point I'm trying to make is, why would they need to do that if you have 20% of the world's fresh water supply for free?
Well,
But
no,
never
because
mind.
it has to get to you. It's not in your living room.
Come on,
Matt. Holy crap, Matt.
Well, a smart
the United
pioneer would put
States,
his
Matt, the United States
pioneer
uses a lot of electricity.
property.
But the United States uses a lot of electricity, even in your house. But you have to get it from somewhere.
We have a province that is essentially just like Montana, except it's a lot bigger. It's called the Northwest Territories. That's basically where most of our freshwater resources and stuff like that are. And the population of that province is like 10,000.
Okay.
So
Well,
there
it's got to
should
be. I mean,
property.
I know this. I know this. My experiences have been fantastic. All right, let's get back to the Bucs. Let's get back to the Bucs.
The Bucs.
The Bucs. Let me do this. I'm going to take one quick second here, and
We lost the dude again.
we will be right here. We lost the dude again. And we will be back in just a moment. I'll play the. Oh no, I'm not. Never mind. I was going to do something, but I'm not. Skip that. We will skip that. We only have one more deal, and that's we're going to close the show. And I'm not doing it right now. We are not closing the show now. But I will tell you that we are going to finish the show with something called. And then there's this. So stick around for that. But everybody, I want you guys to, thank you for all the comments. Stephen Glasker, thanks for being in there, brother. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Let's see. TJ Cannon says, will we sign AB? Somebody recap that.
Maybe, probably. He thinks he will.
He had Buffaloes.
He's looking at it, and he's talking to Lenny. And him and Lenny are going to get together and say, yeah, we're going to do this as a tandem. And they'll go in there together and share the same pen and write their contract signatures out together. It'll be wonderful. Kumbaya all over the place.
I don't think that's what was said, but, we can make stuff up if we... No, what it is just as a recap, AB was asked today on social media, are you coming back to Tampa? His reply directly to it was, me and Playoff Lenny are going to work this out. That's the exact quote. So it, now, while I guess that's not, there's no commitment there. It does give the impression, holy cow. Somebody talk for a second. I got a cough.
It gives the impression that they're working in a very positive manner towards a conclusion that's beneficial to everyone. Johnny's got a mute up.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, guys, that there's too many players that want to come back. We have a draft class. We obviously have a GM and a head coach and coaching staff and stuff like that that want to look to the future as much as they can, and we got to be able to afford that as well. So we want everybody to come back. We want to be able to have them back affordably and not kind of screw us over and have anything that's going to haunt us. So you are muted, Mr. Rick Hughes.
Thought I unmuted. Sorry, I thought I unmuted. The thing is this. I brought this up earlier that we still have a draft ahead. So there are players that are on teams now that are not free agents that are going to be. Okay. There's still a whole slew of free agents yet to come that we don't even know who it's going to be. We have to wait till after the draft. So what I wonder is on this team, on the Buccaneers team, this is an interesting question. I'm going to go around to each of you. I'm going to start with you, Matt.
Yes.
By the way, let's congratulate Matt, everybody. Matt is the first winner from last night on
Whoa.
Hold on. Simmer down there, Sparky. Hold on. From last night on the show, What's Cooking in the South? Matt is the first ever winner. What are you shaking your head for? What? What?
Protest.
I don't care. Okay, fine. You protest. I'm the judge. You lose now. So Matt won a little quiz show that we have on Saturday night and Tuesday night. So if you guys, Andrew, I need you, if you can, on Tuesday night to pop in here, okay? And one other person that if we can get somebody from the chat room right now who will show up on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. to challenge Matt from Oklahoma to try to take the crown from him.
I nominate Andrew.
Yeah, I already said Andrew and somebody from the chat room. Thanks for joining us late. Everybody repeating me 2 minutes after I did.
Sorry, I was trying to share the show and get you more viewers.
Yeah. Mike's gonna pop in here any moment and tell us that Canada has 20% of the of the first water, and that they also have the longest highway. But you know, that's called the Trans Canada Highway, by the way, folks. In case you didn't know.
You mean it transverses from one end of Canada to the other?
Yeah, it's got to be winding if it's 4,800 miles.
They don't want to move the mountains.
Yeah.
They have to go around them.
Definitely not straight.
No, absolutely. I would love to. Would that not be a fun trip? But
don't
anyway,
hitchhike it.
Yeah, try and hitchhike it. Yeah, maybe not that way. Maybe not that. I can see Johnny Dean standing on the side of the road, just saying, just there with this look on his face.
Ladies and gentlemen, am I totally screwed or what?
Yeah. It'd be fun though. It'd be beautiful. But all right. So on Tuesday night at 9:00, part of What's Cooking in the South, we have a little game show. Matt won, and he won the first round. And I'm sure we will have Mike, who's down at the bottom stewing, fidgeting, turning his hat around because he can't sit still because he's mad. And Johnny Dean, we'll get them back at some point.
But they blew it. They blew it, Rick.
They did. They gave you the answer. They gave you the answers.
Yeah, freaking answered you.
He still won. We didn't follow the rules, so he won.
Yeah, when I start off the whole thing by saying don't yell out the answers, and you immediately are yelling out the answers, you can protest.
This is poor coaching.
I love
poor coaching. It was poor coaching. That's awesome. Well, go ahead. I want to know, Matt, from you first. Who is the most expendable Buccaneer? Now, not expendable starter. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Me.
Beautiful.
I don't know where that came from.
You want me to say how to work that mute button?
I guess that translates to the most likely that we could do without, and that would be, in my opinion, since we already re-signed O.J. Howard, we're going to have to go with Leonard Fournette. I still don't think that he's that important, although that sounds bad.
So more than Rojo, you would get rid of Fournette before you would get rid of Rojo.
I think Rojo's still on a contract for rookies.
No, I understand that. I'm saying everybody is there. Everybody is signed. Everybody is there. Who's the most expendable?
Well, then I would say Rojo because I don't think he fits the offense.
Okay.
I thought you meant the free agent.
No. That's I gotcha. I had to clarify. Johnny, who do you think?
God forbid. I got to agree with Matt, man.
Wow.
It's not a bad thing.
It happened. Ladies and gentlemen, it happened. Johnny and Matt agreed. Okay. Mike, down there in the bottom corner, brother.
I'd probably say Cameron Brate.
Okay. Is the most expendable? Okay.
He's always the most expendable.
He's been on that list for 6 years, man.
Yeah, I know he has. Yeah, yes, yeah. People have brought him up for years and years and years. Andrew.
I personally would probably just say Antonio Brown, only because if we really needed a replacement, we could use number pick 32 to either go get it and not free agency in a trade, or if Kadarius Toney is there, I would take him over Antonio Brown any day.
Okay.
Someone I don't agree with. Finally,
Yeah, I don't agree with him either. You heard my opinion about him earlier. I think he's important. I don't think he's critical, but I think he's very important.
one of the most established route runners in football history, and you think he's that expendable, dude? That a rookie can walk into one of the most complicated schemes in football, and he could just take Antonio Brown's place? Don't see it, dude. I
say my answer to the question is pick a DB, any DB, other than Winfield.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's when you think about that one, I mean, yeah, but also at the same time, I mean, if you lost to Carlton Davis and you had to,
yeah, the depth's really not there yet.
yeah,
No, but they have lost people, and they manage especially because of the strong front seven. There are ways that you can compensate for what's happening behind them.
And that would be the only reason I would bring Antonio Brown, is because with the rotation that we had on offensive line just after the draft. Afterwards, we did bring those three guys, Stinney, Leggett, I think it was, and then there was another Shipley. When you brought those guys in, that's what helped with the rotation and stuff like that. He is
such a complete wide receiver, though.
I agree. I completely agree. Now,
and look at what the team was like early in the year without him, and then once he got into the system, look at what happened.
Now, if we're basically just saying, are we paying Antonio Brown an exorbitant amount of money, or are we paying him a little bit? Because if we're
I'm saying they're all signed. They're all signed. You don't factor that in. I'm not saying you cut him. I'm saying somebody gets injured. Whatever.
The worst case scenario, I guess you would say. And I would still only say Antonio Brown, just because everyone keeps bringing up Scotty Miller when Tyler Johnson, in my opinion, it never was written down on an article or anything like that. But Tyler Johnson was drafted because he was available as kind of a push to Chris Godwin, being like, hey, we need to talk about an extension.
What round was Tyler Johnson drafted in?
He was
Third, fifth.
Vaughn was our third.
Somebody look that up if you can, please.
Maybe Johnson was the fourth.
I know Johnson had a high second round value on him. I don't know what, I can't remember. I think it was third or fourth. We drafted him.
Yeah, somebody look that up if you could.
But fifth round, yeah, he is a fifth rounder. That's what.
Yeah, he's a fifth round. That's what I thought. So if you're counting on a fifth rounder to take the place of AB.
Hey, believe me, I know exactly where you're coming from. Now, that being said, a sixth rounder was one of the most important catches of the playoffs for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, and you can't really look at Tyler Johnson as a fifth round pick like that, because he had a value. He had a value that was ranked higher.
So this is the only reason why I bring up when you talk about the comparisons.
Can you guys hold on real quick here? Hold on. Joshua Allen, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Hey.
Gosh, how you been, buddy?
The Great White North. How's everything, man?
There we go.
My Boston friend. I have missed your succulent Boston accent.
Succulent.
Hey,
Succulent.
My
That's
God,
the
where's
weirdest thing
the
I've
show
ever
going?
heard.
Wow. I'm a little nervous. Should we leave you two alone?
My milkshake starts bringing boys to the yard. I'm going to cut right out.
Wow.
I talked to Josh, guys. I apologize.
I am terrified. I'm terrified.
It's been
So,
a minute.
Joshua, I got a question for you, brother.
Yes, sir.
We have brought up two subjects. Number one was about your article today. It sprung from your article in the conversation you and I had by DM. I gave my thoughts about AB. Okay, my thoughts about AB. You said, what if they don't sign him? Right.
What if?
Right. Now I replied. My take on it is that, look, he's not critical, but he's freaking important.
Yes.
I think he's that guy. You can't say plug Scotty Miller in there. Give me a break. Scotty Miller's listen. He does one trick really well. Okay, he's a deep threat, big time, but he's not a possession receiver. He's not all those other things. So if Mike Evans goes down, if Chris Godwin goes down, AB can step right into that role.
Correct.
So to me, it's not like he's not just offhandedly expendable. I think he's important, and I think your article will talk to us about it. Tell me what you're thinking about him.
Yeah, so I think it's going to come down to dollars and cents, right? That's what it's going to come down to. I've said this all along. I think Antonio Brown is the type of guy who he had a good season, bounce back season after being shuffled around the league and suspended. He had a good season, but his value right now, in my mind, I could be wrong, I don't know what other teams are thinking, isn't as nearly as high as it could be with another season with the Bucs, rehabbing that value, showing everybody that, hey, you know, he can be a good soldier off the field, a good soldier on the field. And we saw what he did in 8 games plus the playoffs. He can do that in a full season. I think his value goes up exponentially. I think that he's the type of guy who his career trajectory favors very well in a guy like Larry Fitzgerald, who'd be playing in his 18th season if he decides to resume football this year.
Right.
His smarts, his ability to find the spots and get open. You know, he's never been a long-term burner speed guy. He has aspects of that game in his game, but that's not his. He's not the guy that's going to run down the field and burn you. He uses his instincts, he uses his smarts and awareness and route running ability to find space and get open, and that's going to translate very well for him as he continues to age in his career.
Right.
His best bet, like I said, is come back to Tampa Bay, try to win another championship. Because everyone, I mean, if you go on Facebook, everyone's like, "Oh, we'll win another Super Bowl without him." Oh, you know, that's fine.
Right, like it's no big deal.
Like
right.
It's that easy. Like
right,
your fingers.
Right. No, that's
like,
okay. So that's exactly we're kind of on the same page, I think, when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't think it's just
drastically increases your chances of winning a Super Bowl with him on your team.
Now let's pretend let's pretend for just a moment that he signs on. Who'd we lose? We lost Mike DeRoche. Okay. For just a moment, let's pretend. I don't know what's going on. People are hopping in and out, or I don't know what the heck is happening.
Sorry,
Mike. Mike, are you?
Let's pretend what?
Okay. Let's pretend for a second. Everybody resigns. Okay.
Including Antonio?
Just for a second. Just pretend everybody has signed. Okay. And who is the most expendable starting Buccaneer?
The most expendable starting Buccaneer. One of the wide receivers, or one of the tight ends. I mean, if Antonio's on the team, or Rojo.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I think it's an interesting thing to look at.
If Antonio's back and Fernandez back, it's probably Rojo.
Okay.
And then you're looking at OJ Howard because he did it without him.
Right.
And then you're looking at Mike Evans, or more likely a Chris Godwin than a Mike Evans, because he gives you a different dynamic.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's probably true.
Rick, just to say devil's advocate here for a second.
Sure.
Because I definitely agree with Josh on his points here. So if we were going back to my point where I said if we're talking just expendables, everybody's signing, we're talking one expendable. Mine is still Antonio Brown, only for the reason of if we say Rojo, the backup behind him is a third round running back that didn't get too many chances, and Shady McCoy because he's technically on the roster, right?
Well, we're bringing everybody back. Yes.
Hypothetically, the reason why I would say Antonio Brown, and Josh would actually probably make a good point too, being like you could also get a really good running back if they are there at 32, is if you lost Antonio Brown, you still do have Tyler Johnson, you still have Scotty Miller. I don't really want to bring up Justin Watson because it's a really hard read to get on that.
But see,
you can still dangle.
And I don't mean to cut you off there, Andrew, but I think it's still too early to even bring up Tyler Johnson. I mean, yes, the guy was on the field for the fifth most amount of snaps on the team, but he was only targeted 17 times. He only caught 12 catches. You count the playoffs, you count.
That's great experience, though, that he was on the field that much. That is great experience.
Ready to take that jump into being a starting level wide receiver, and with the looks that this team gives, Antonio Brown's not necessarily a starter.
And guys, he was a fifth round draft pick, and now you're saying he's that great.
Well, I mean, I will, in his defense, Rick, last year and this year are very good drafts. In a normal draft years prior, he probably would have been a third round.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, it's still what my point is not that he's not good. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say.
I think for the sake of argument, I think we got to throw the draft pick status out of the window on this one. Because of his talent level.
If we throw the draft pick,
if there were no holes in that talent level, he wouldn't have been in the 5th round. Okay, if there were no weaknesses, he wouldn't have been in the 5th round.
That's a very weak argument.
Let me finish. If there were no weaknesses, they wouldn't have only thrown the ball to him 17 times. Okay, I get it that he's good. I'm looking forward to watching the development. I'm glad he got that many plays. That's good for him experience-wise. But this is what happens, like all the discussions we've had around here with Josh Rosen. Okay, people get enamored with certain things, and what's right in front of you, you're not seeing. Okay, Joshua put it perfectly. Don't get excited about him yet. Give him time to develop. And I agree with you.
Simple, Rick, for you, and to sum up your point, if Antonio Brown.
Thanks, because I couldn't have done that myself.
But if Antonio Brown doesn't resign, they're going to sign another wide receiver to take that third spot. It's not going to be Scotty, and it's not going to be Tyler Johnson. They're going to look at outside options, and I listed a few of them. And Larry Fitzgerald, possibly trade for Julian Edelman, or unless he's cut, maybe DeMarcus Robinson.
Right.
Maybe another player.
Larry Fitzgerald's not leaving Arizona.
I wish he was coming here. I do. I wish he was coming here. That'd be awesome. Hold on. Let's add the dude to the conversation. Hey, dude.
Hey, you were asking the least valuable Buccaneer? Was that what you were asking?
No, I wasn't wording it that way. I was saying who is the most expendable.
Most expendable, the easy answer is O.J. Howard.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're right. They won without him. I think that's a great point. I think
would he be technically a starter in this scenario?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I would include him in that. But yes, your point.
If that be the case, then if so facto, if that's how it goes, I would say O.J. Howard.
Okay, I think that's I think that's good.
If it's only starters, then it's Alex Kappa because Aaron Stinney came right in and dominated.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Holy cow. That's a terrifying point. It is, isn't that? It's just terrifying.
How dare you, the dude?
Don't get me wrong. I love the brethren with long hair like myself.
Yeah, man, you got to talk about
that is actually
greatest developed third round O lineman I have ever seen, in my honest opinion. You call me a Bucs fan all the way through and through, but Kappa, in my opinion, at number 99 overall, third rounder, that was just a absolute steal for him to develop the way that he did.
Yeah,
I think that has to do with the 153 coaches.
Yeah, you got to throw the fact. Yeah, you have to throw out the fact that he was number 99 overall because of the talent level in that draft. I'm totally kidding.
No, you were right. You're right. It was very deep. And any other year, he would have been a third rounder.
He was a third rounder.
Hey, man.
Oklahoma, where the
wings. You see, Mike, it's not just Canada, it's Oklahoma as well.
I need to jump off a bridge somewhere and smash my head in to get my name on it.
Yeah, get another fish recipe on the way, okay?
And then we'll call you
Anyway,
dead air all of a sudden. What happened?
No, I know it's all of a sudden. Yeah, exactly. You sucked all the air out of the room, and you
still got Josh.
Yeah, he's supposedly on the phone.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So then my next question, as I go, I look over everything that's happening. All right, let's say because AB said that me and Playoff Lenny. Me and Playoff Lenny are gonna
work it out.
Worked out, right? So, all right. If they do, now that doesn't mean they're going to. If they don't, if AB does not resign, all right. Let's follow up with Joshua. Joshua, you wrote the article. What do they do?
There's a couple different options in the draft. If they wanted to go high, Jason Light on his press conference said that this is a draft they could look for future needs / luxury picks. So wide receiver would fall into that.
He's going to draft a kicker
/ luxury. You could in the article I had them taking Amon Ra from USC. He's a wide receiver. He's one of the most polished route runners in the draft. He's got good speed, good ability. He'd be able to slot into that slot receiver role this year for AB, and then potentially take over if Godwin were to leave next year.
Right.
I don't think Godwin's leaving. Let's just put that out there. I think they're going to come to a long-term agreement with him, probably sooner rather than later. No inside information. I just feel like he's going to resign, re-up long-term, especially after seeing what Galladay got. Maybe he'll get like $18 million. They'll use some void years or whatnot. They'll push around some money. They need to open up cap space ASAP anyways. He's one of the most likely ways to do it is just re-sign him. You want him here. He wants to be here.
Right. Right.
Another option, late-round option, is Amari Rogers from Clemson. Another really good.
Are there any free agents? Are there any free agents out there that?
There are some free agents. A guy that Larry Fitzgerald. I mean,
What we were just talking about that. What is the likelihood of something like that happening?
0.
Larry Fitzgerald. I wouldn't go 0.
I wouldn't either.
He's not going to be
Larry
back.
Fitzgerald has already said.
Hold on, Johnny. Let him talk. Let him finish.
All right.
Go ahead.
Larry Fitzgerald is not going to be back with the Cardinals after they sign AJ Green. Most likely, Larry retires, and that's what I think happens. There's been talk that he could go to Minnesota to play 1 year in Minnesota. But if Antonio Brown doesn't sign, and Larry Fitzgerald would be a later signing, it wouldn't be like right now. It'd be probably after the draft. If Antonio Brown gets money elsewhere from a Rodgers and the Packers or Russell and the Seahawks and decides to sign there, leaving that opening, Larry Fitzgerald was still productive last year.
Yeah. What about the rumor? What about the
over 50 catches?
Yeah. What about the rumor that he's that Arians and would be willing to offer him a spot on the coaching staff the year after? If
that's something that I could see too.
Yeah.
I think Larry made $11 million last year. He's made plenty of money in his 17-year career. I don't think he's after money. I think if he would become here and become to finally play with a real quarterback and have a chance to go and win a Super Bowl ring. That's one of the only things that's missing from his resume is a Super Bowl ring. He's made an appearance there, but he hasn't won it. So
there's no doubt that he's not one of those guys that is a Super Bowl ring away from a Hall of Fame career.
He's already a Hall of Fame.
Right. When he went
first ballot.
Right. He is first ballot. He's in. It's over. Stop talking. So, yeah.
He got robbed, though. Roethlisberger got lucky on that last second pass. That was a terrible break that he had there.
Johnny, you were saying something and got you. I mean, I kind of.
Yeah, Fitzgerald is going to retire a Cardinal. He's dedicated his life to that team. He's lived there all his life, ever since he went there. It seems like all his life, but he's not going nowhere, man. He's going to retire. If he doesn't resign another contract with the Cardinals, he's going to retire.
Do we not have Tom Brady?
What's that?
Never say never.
Yeah, do we not have Tom Brady?
Yeah,
and Fitzgerald's not that type of player. Like you just said, he's already got his Hall of Fame walk-in credentials. Okay, he's just not that type of player. He dedicated his team through all his career through all those bad quarterbacks. Oh my God, talk about somebody playing with bad quarterbacks. That guy's played every quarterback in the league.
But hold on, he dedicated himself to that team because they paid him. We don't know what would happen if they didn't pay him. So
everybody likes to get paid top dollar.
Hold on. Everybody likes to act like it's all like it's this loyalty thing. No, listen, man. He can go sign somewhere else and then sign a one-year
contract. At the end of the year. We'll see at the end of the year.
Hold on. Okay. Listen, he can always go back and sign for a day and retire a Cardinal. I mean, that happens all the time. Doesn't want to go. He can end up going somewhere for a year, Phillip Rivers. I mean, it happens. Okay.
Phillip Rivers said that he was going to go somewhere. He wasn't ready to quit playing. Larry Fitzgerald outright said that he was going to retire a Cardinal.
But
when did he say that, Johnny?
Things change. And my thought process on that is if it was any other team, anywhere else, New England Patriots, yada, 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 if they had Tom or whatever, it'd be different. The fact that he's coming to a team where he knows the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Bruce Arians' familiarity, had 3 of his best seasons, with Bruce Arians. I think that whole thing, the coaching aspect of it, potentially after his career, I think that's the only way. I don't think he goes to Minnesota. It's either he retires, the Cardinals find some way to make him their 5th wide receiver behind Christian Kirk and Andy Isabella, and obviously Green and Brown, or
didn't his dad play for Minnesota?
Yeah, and he was a ball boy there when Tony Dungy was the coach.
Yeah.
You
So
just don't want to see Larry Fitzgerald sitting on the same Hall of Fame table as Dan Marino and Phillip Rivers here, guys. Like the no ring table. That's not Larry Fitzgerald in my
Don't
eyes.
ever mention Dan Marino and Phillip Rivers in the same conversation.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think that's I don't think that's an out of the question comparison.
Dan Marino is way better than
Dan Marino has a way better reputation.
He was a way better quarterback. Come on, man.
He was the first guy to use F-bombs on Monday Night Football. I guarantee that.
Keenan Allen, Vincent Jackson, Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson. Who did?
Mark Duper, John Clayton.
John.
Or Mark Clayton, whatever his name. Mark Clayton. Sorry.
Mark Clayton.
Look, I'm all on the pros about him coming here. I get it. I was one of the first people talking about he would come to Arians and go into coaching and stuff. I was all on that. But listening to him talk, I'm no longer on it. He seems dedicated to staying there.
And Joshua, you're not realizing how good Mark Duper and Mark Clayton were. Okay, they were before your time. I promise you, brother. Ask Johnny how good those two guys were.
They were good, but Dan Marino was just an exceptional quarterback also.
Oh, that's fine.
Another option would be Demarcus Robinson, play with the Chiefs. He's from the Florida Gators, more of a speedy guy, but he can play inside as well. And then Julian Edelman. I mean, Julian Edelman's only making
Edelman's 55 years old.
It probably wouldn't cost you anything more than a 7th round pick, 6th round pick tops, or he'll be cut and you can re-sign him for even cheaper than that.
I thought Julian Edelman just re-signed with them.
Relationship and the chemistry in and out.
I have a question for Josh.
Yeah, last one, then I gotta go. I gotta go host the room.
No worries. Oh, okay. So my question to you would be then, if the Bucs still kept pick number 32, and a wide receiver such as like a Kadarius Toney was still there, would that be something that you'd be salivating for, or is there a different type of wide receiver that you would like to see them take if that would be the way that we would go?
If they are not going to, if they have no plans to bring back Chris Godwin, I don't think they're going to be able to afford him. Then yes, that's something like after Godwin I would definitely be okay with. Otherwise, I think it's a wasted pick. I don't think they make a first-round pick.
Okay, last quick question for you, Joshua, and then I'll let you run out of here. Is tell me real quick, what are the strongest positions or deepest positions in this draft?
Tackle and wide receiver, probably.
Okay, tackle and wide receiver. All right, tell everybody where to find you, brother.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at Joshua_C_Allen. On Bucs Report, I've tons of articles. Just got my intro and outro back. Audible should be back probably next Thursday, if not this Thursday. Working out some kinks, working on some guests. Also, you can find me on the Locker Room app. Go download it if you're an iOS Apple user. Locker Room app, great place where you can go and converse with sports fans from all over the world on a multitude of different subjects. Not just sports either. Today we had a versus battle. If you're up and hip with that, we're talking about music and stuff like that. I'm actually about to go hop on there right now. I've got a couple people waiting for me. We're gonna do a simulated mock draft for the Buccaneers. So feel free to hop on that. We're gonna go through the draft picks and do a mock draft together. So it's kind of fun. We'll have a bunch of people in the room all collaborating on who the Bucs should take at what pick. So
awesome.
Locker Room app. Find me there. Find me on Bucs Report and my Twitter. Rick, always a pleasure. Guys, Andrew, great talking to you.
Thanks, Joshua.
And Johnny Dean and Dude, if you're still there. Appreciate all y'all. Talk to you soon.
Have a great one.
Later, Josh.
Awesome. That was a fun call. Good to hear
I don't know
from
why
Josh.
people still talk about Julian Edelman like he's some spring chicken.
No, they're not. Nobody talked. Hold on. Who the heck talked about him like he was a spring chicken? All he did was say he might come.
Why would he? Why would we want that? I don't.
Yeah. Why would you want an old, over the hill? Yeah, the guy that everybody was saying he's over the hill, like a quarterback with a weak arm.
Yep.
Why would you want that?
There's a difference between Tom Brady and Edelman. You got to be.
Well, yeah, you know that now. Don't tell me. Listen, man, going into this year,
when you go down your list on your fantasy football league, are you looking for Edelman first or somebody else? Yeah, I mean,
are you looking for Brady first? That's a silly comparison.
I would. If
you would look for Brady, let's play fantasy football then. Because if you're looking for Brady first, I'd be more than happy to go ahead and be in a league against you.
I'm taking Josh Rosen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm looking at Brady first, it's only because my wide receivers and my running backs and tight ends positions are all stacked.
You guys are all freaking nuts.
And even then, he's not going to throw the ball. He's going to run it.
Wow.
Who?
Brady. Not Brady personally. He's going to hand it off, okay?
Well, I just don't. I don't know. There was a little flare up of Edelman talk a week or two ago, and I just blew it off. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Not for the Bucs anyway. I think we're too deep as it is. I mean, my God, we got two guys that are sitting on the bench drinking Gatorade half the game. They go in for 2 plays. They look like Superman, and then they disappear. When you got who you're talking about, that Tyler Johnson, and Scotty Miller. Mm-hmm. They don't get a whole lot of airtime on the field.
But that's what makes Scotty Miller successful. That's what makes Scotty Miller successful.
Tyler Johnson's getting 17% of the.
Listen, you can tell me that one was what was the right before halftime against the Saints?
Yep.
Sat there and
Matrix catch.
No, who watched him run right by? Which one of their DBs sat there and watched him run by because he honestly thought, "Oh, I can keep up with this white boy," and the guy ran right by him, and he
didn't think that he had that over either.
Crap! All of a sudden, Scotty Miller's 10 yards behind the guy, and I'm sure he was thinking, "What the heck just happened?"
He's thinking, "I thought the old man couldn't throw."
Yeah, well, he basically admitted, and the DB basically admitted that that's what he thought. I didn't think that white boy could run that fast.
He's quicker than a cat.
Yeah,
I think you give your producer a good run for the money.
Yeah,
well, that's the reason why he was a 6th round pick, right? It's all developmental. You got great right down the middle of the field speed. We just got to make sure that we can get you 2 to 3 years in a system and build you up with the rest of the intangibles that you need to know.
Yeah,
right. But why would you go with an Edelman over those two guys? I just don't understand it.
I don't understand that everybody is so afraid to jump on Tyler Johnson, and I've been borderline on him too.
What's that?
Tyler Johnson getting 17, being on the field 17% of the time. That's amazing for a rookie. Uh-huh. That is amazing. So the coaching staff sees something in them.
He only had 17 passes thrown to him because there were other things he was doing. And he also got great work. I'm not afraid of putting Tyler Johnson on the field. Don't misunderstand any of that. I mean, listen, if AB's gone. They'll put Tyler Johnson in there. The Bucs are going to be fine, okay?
I wasn't actually directing that at you, but okay.
No, I know you weren't, but it's my show. I get to respond. So when he says – when you've got AB out there, AB is freaking phenomenal. So when you have Tyler Johnson, who's a really good 5th round pick, okay,
yes, North Sports, AB is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be AB, okay. So having said that, okay, but it's not a massive, oh my God, loss. I'd like to see him get more balls thrown to him, but if on this show,
that's what makes this team so unique. Every player that we have starting has his own unique and his unique skill set, and we have the capability to play any friggin' style we want.
Why I said at the beginning, the puzzle pieces, I've never seen a team fit together like this. It's crazy. Whenever you need something, you got him. Whenever you need a guy who can do fill in the blank, you got somebody who can do that. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, it happened. It didn't happen they drafted, they were getting better. We all remember, look, if you go back a year, it was all, wow, this offense is going to be amazing. And hey, remember the defense was pretty good at the end of the year. Remember 2 years ago?
Right.
Those last 5-6 games, they were really good. Maybe they could be something.
Brady's not going to fit in because it's a throwing offense.
Right. Remember all that talk last year? Oh my gosh, it's going to be a disaster. Brady and Arians.
Sure. I think Brady will get maybe 30 touchdowns, all that crap, man.
Well, but Joshua Allen saying Brady's going to make 50. He's going to throw 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Right? They're going to be undefeated. Everybody simmer down. Look, let's have a good year next year. If I had to guess today, my money's not on this. Okay? Nobody's going to be held to what I'm about to ask you. All right? Nobody's going to be held to this because we all got plenty of information still yet to come. Matt, what's the record next year?
Say it again.
What's the Bucs record next year?
Well, I got them going 8-0 out of the box.
17 games.
Yeah, I got them going 8-0 out of the box. After that, I would like to see us go undefeated. Realistically, that's possible, but like you like to talk about, that egg-shaped ball bounces all kind of funny ways.
Yeah.
If we get the Brady slam at 16 games in a row, I'll be happy. After that, we can win 4 out of whatever's left.
Yeah, but he's done that in one season. So Brady's done it in one season before. So,
but we haven't.
No, I understand that, but
I'm just saying we
so,
ended up.
So you're not going to answer the question I asked you?
What are we going to end up with next year? I was explaining myself.
No, I know.
Think we're going to get 8 in the front half, and in the second half, depending on how we want to go, we'll get 4 or 5 more. So we're looking at 12 or 13 wins. That's the way I
12 or
see
13. So 12-5, 13-4, something like that.
We're 17-0.
Thanks for that great answer, Matt. Now let's move to Johnny. Johnny, what do you think the record will be?
Oh my God!
You're not going to be held to this. You're not going to be held to this.
Oh, I want
to relax.
I want to be held to this. I'm going to go crazy with this. Okay, I'm going to be the first one on here to go. We're going to go undefeated, win the Super Bowl, and Brady's going to throw for 55 touchdowns. How's that?
56. Come on, say he'll break it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was Manning that had 55, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 56. He's going to break the touchdown record, and it's all that or bust.
And who's the one that's going to catch the 56?
All that or bust.
All that or bust.
Larry Fitzgerald's going to come in at 56 pass.
Hold on, Andrew. Andrew, what's your prediction?
Okay, first of all, Antonio Brown was a 7th round pick, right?
I don't know.
Look it up.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah. Now, I think the Bucs are going to go 13-4. I think 2 of our losses come within our division. One will probably be to the Saints, and I think the other one will come to if Atlanta drafts Josh Fields, I think that our loss will come to Carolina, and I think it'll be against Trey Lance. I think that's what will happen. I think Carolina will draft Trey Lance. And I think the other 2 losses of the season will come to other rookie quarterbacks. I'm actually trying to work on an article possibly about the Buccaneers and just the struggles that they have had over the years. Not too bad of struggles, but, the defense doesn't like rookies, whereas they do like the veterans and they know what they're playing against. So I think 2 other losses will possibly come against just rookie quarterbacks and good systems, whereas we're going to beat every damn veteran team out there. Every team that's just going to reload and be in our way. It's not going to work. We're probably going to place the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl. And I think at that point, when we do, it's going to be a lot higher of a score. We're probably looking at like a 45-41 final for the Bucs.
So let's go back to my original question. What's the record?
13-4.
Okay. Now we
Antonio Brown was
17-0. Matt, let's try and keep this. Let's see if we can keep your answer under 4 minutes. What's the record?
You're asking Mike?
I'm asking you again because I'm not quite sure what your answer was. We were all over the place. 8-0, this, that, 4, 5, 4. Just give me an answer.
I'll just say 13 wins. How about that?
Awesome. 13-4. Okay, 13-4.
Antonio Brown was a 6th-round pick.
Okay.
Antonio
Now,
Brown was 6th round.
Mike.
Okay, I'm going to go 11-6, be a wild card team, and win the whole thing in the playoffs.
Wow, 11-6. They're going to struggle a little bit in the regular season. It's funny that we're calling that struggling. That's interesting.
I almost think that Mike has the best answer.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 13-4. Maybe 14-3. But I think it's going to be right around there because this team's going to be better next year than they were. They were clicking at the end. They're going to be able to get there quicker.
I'm wrong though.
No, but that's interesting. Who's going to win the division, Mike?
Oh, the Bucs, easy.
You just said they're going to go in as a wild card.
Well, I mean,
can't do both.
Wow. Okay.
Can't have both, Mike.
Okay.
You see, Mike, the way this Mike was completely unprepared for this. We got him all upset. He's been drinking the maple syrup while he got off the screen.
Probably Atlanta, maybe.
Honey,
Atlanta wins the division.
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Dear.
Well,
God,
this sounds like yeah. All I can say is
You are acting so weird and immature.
I don't know what to say to that. Wow. Okay, Atlanta. All right, why not? I know Mike is sitting there right now going, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just popping this off because you told me to answer and I got to answer. So, frick, Atlanta.
Do we want to win the division? I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
We want to, but
everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. What's the final record? 17 game season next year. What's the final record? Teresa pipes in with 14-3. I think that's reasonable,
That's
Teresa.
reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Mike's picture. That's awesome.
I like the way your hands just right there handy.
That is, oh my God, that is awesome. You got to come on the show looking like that one time.
It's windy in the house.
What's that?
It's windy in the house.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. All right, guys. So let's go one at a time. First of all, Andrew, let's start with you. Where do they find you? What do people do? And then I'm going to shut this thing down. I'm going to close off, by the way, in just a moment with, and then there's this.
You can find me at North. There it is. North Sports Dynasty. Andrew_Fullbear on Twitter. All across social media, you'll find North Sports Dynasty. Go check out the 2-minute breakdown that I just put out today. It's basically 2 minutes. The whole show basically condensed into 2 minutes. It's kind of funny. So go check it out. And yeah, it's where you can find me. We're live every Saturday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrew.
Have a great one, Rick. Thanks for having me again, buddy.
You got it. Have a good one. Okay, Mike, you want to go ahead?
For what? Just
You want people to find you or no?
No, I'm
okay. And then we'll see you Tuesday night. Hopefully you won't be mad at me. Have a good one. All right, have a good one.
See you guys.
All right. Johnny.
I just want to say that, Andrew Faubert has been very passive aggressive with us, right? With that sucks thing behind his shoulder. I think that's his view on our takes.
I
think it's very passive.
I'm not sure
you can
he's
find
wrong.
me on Twitter at that tag right there below me, and What's Happening Sports Entertainment and Bucs Report. See you all later. Bye.
Awesome. Have a good night. Pat, I know you're off of exit whatever, and whatever.
It's 17 miles south of the Mother Road, Route 66 in Oklahoma City.
There we go.
And exit 187.
You don't like people contacting you, correct?
I don't have any of that Twitter stuff going on. I don't play that game. I showed you why the other day, Rick. Everything I sign up in social media sends me things I can't show to my mother. So I'm not going to play that game. But it's been fun tonight. Looking forward to the next run on Tuesday. And hope you have a good evening.
Have a good one. All right, guys. So we're going to go to straight to a final or a little segment we're going to end the show with every day, or every Sunday, called And Then There's This. Okay. And then there's this, something we didn't talk about today, and that's TV contracts. The NFL's TV contract goes for the next 10 years. For instance, Amazon has exclusive streaming rights for 10 years on Amazon Prime for Thursday Night Football. The way Monday changed, there's so much coming. So much is changing. And it got me to thinking, if you look back, because, everybody who's upset about the streaming rights, you're thinking, I don't have Amazon Prime. Well, you don't right now. But when It came out on DirecTV. When the Sunday Ticket came out on DirecTV, people were mad, man. People were pissed off because they didn't have DirecTV. So things change. And if you don't believe me, think about this. 10 years ago, cable TV was almost the only thing around. I mean, satellite if you were in the middle of nowhere, but cable was it. Now cable TV is almost gone. Everything is streaming. A lot of people don't even have regular television. They don't have live TV. They get all their stuff off of different apps and different, it's all Amazon Prime, Netflix, that sort of thing. That's where they get their entertainment on TV, and they get their news on their phones. Music is streamed. It's not even downloaded anymore. I had a roommate one time who had like an entire wall in his bedroom with CDs. Those CDs he replaced while we were roommates. He digitized all of them, and this entire wall fit in this brand new thing called an iPod. The entire wall of music. Now you don't even have the iPod. It's just your phone, and you don't even save the music in the phone so much anymore. You just stream it. Things change. Radio is streamed on your phone, on your television. You got a smart TV. Newspapers, completely gone. I miss sitting down, having a cup of coffee and reading the paper in the morning. But newspapers, pretty much gone. School shootings, they're no longer a surprise like they were 10 years ago. And the fact of the matter is they're no longer the rage either. They don't, it's wonderful that they don't happen like they used to, but it's because the way I think it all got handled for a while there, it was a way to become famous, and now it's kind of not. Things change. We no longer memorize anything. You don't have to memorize anything. I've got a doctor's appointment on April 15th to get my first COVID vaccination. How do I know that? I'm looking at it on a reminder on my phone right now. I don't have to remember it. Phone numbers? I remember my best friend's phone number from first grade. I cannot tell you my sister's phone number today, but I can get to her very easily. We no longer have to memorize things. When's the last time you really wrote much in cursive? It doesn't happen. That's why one thing, write a letter to somebody you care about. Stick it in an envelope and mail it. Take a minute and do that. Couples meet each other through apps on their phone. You meet somebody through your phone and you're not even talking to them. You meet through an app on your phone. Cell phones have replaced basically all your electronics. Just about everything. You don't believe me? Radios, TVs, all replaced. Your home phone, replaced. So much has been replaced. Your iPod, replaced. Your Walkman, whatever it was, replaced. That big stereo, remember the big stereo cabinets? Gone, replaced. Working from home is normal. Now you don't even travel. Business people don't even travel. They just do Zoom meetings a lot. It's everything is different. You eat meat made out of plants these days. Think about that. You eat meat made out of plants. Malls are basically disappearing. This is all in 10 years, guys. 10 years. When's the last time you used a travel agent? Marijuana is legal pretty much everywhere, almost, at least medical marijuana. Vinyl records are cool. You got Uber and Lyft. You go to New York City, the whole color of the city is different. It used to be all yellow cars everywhere, now they're black. Food delivery. You no longer just get Chinese and pizza delivered. Now you can get anything delivered. You can get McDonald's delivered to your door. 10 years, everything changes. Think about this, and I'll leave you with this. In 10 years from now, while you right now may be upset that Amazon is getting this and you don't have Amazon Prime, 10 years from now, ask yourself honestly, the honest question, is it really going to be that crazy the way that things are streaming now? Is it really that bizarre or that strange that we're going to be streaming everything? I don't think so. I don't think it's that strange. I think it's going to be normal. And there's stuff we haven't even thought of that's coming next. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Thanks for coming by tonight. Thanks for the comments. Rewatch. Please hit the share button. Please hit the like button. Please share this thing. Help us get this community growing. All of you who made comments tonight, you mean a ton to me. Teresa, thank you. Troy Palomalu, I'm even glad you're here trolling. Thank you for coming by. Buckstime 12, thanks for coming. Christopher Cole, thank you. Keith Larson, thank you. Caden, thank you. Tim Weatherspoon, as always, thank you. All right. Olga, thank you. Glenn, thank you. All of you who are in that chat room. I'm not going to be able to mention all of you. Robert McClure, thank you. All of you guys. You mean a lot to me, more than you know. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night at 8:30 when we have another episode of What's Cooking in the South. Thanks for coming. Have a great night. Go Bucs.